It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas.
Takes it at the 7.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
So, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Man, fucking lineman attack me.
Come on, issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Mariota. Flushed out right. Got a man open. It's Ross. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3rd and goal. Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
McCann's kick up and good.
And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times.
And the Raiders have got him. Yannick Ngakoue. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And the Raiders...
Give me that, little buddy.
They have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Mariota. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Second down and goal. Mariota. And it's caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Tucker McCann now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Raiders 10, Cowboys 7.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing on 2nd and 14. And it's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. A first down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Cooper.
Give me that, little buddy.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing on... And a big loss.
Man, come on, bro. CPU doing everything for you. That shit annoying as fuck.
Here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retrieve...
Shit retarded as fuck. The CPU doing everything.
him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. 3rd and long here for Mariota. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out, and his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Come on, bro. That same play.
The Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Prescott.
How many of these garbage
Inside, it's Lamb. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
How many burgers you want?
Trying to run forward with Pollard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Pollard.
You get lucky as fuck.
Down at the 39-yard line.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
This nigga getting lucky as hell, man.
The lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Jackson now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run on first down. Cottrell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary.
Bro, why they cheating me, bro?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league played a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals. It's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down here still.
Yes, sir.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. With it is Jackson. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be
I got something for this formation that you're doing right now. To let you know. That shit ain't going to work 2nd half.
That worked quite well for the defense.
I guarantee you.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Chico, they motherfuckers, Chico,
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Second down and 8.
I just think now this motherfucker getting cheated on.
Play action now.
You said what?
Oh, well, we all get cheated on.
What are you talking about? You started saying no.
Oh, well, we all get cheated on, like I said.
No, we all don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we all don't.
We all do. It's cool, though.
But you
Not that for a chain mover. They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action. Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down to the 32. 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie from Penn State, Micah Parsons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. McCann's got it teed up. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And Prescott,
Give me that, little buddy.
Reception. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. McCann for the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Raiders 26, Cowboys 7. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And he's got room. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 31-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run with Pollard. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and make.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it.
Give me that, little buddy.
Yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed.
It's caught inside the 25. Woo! Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, Mariota. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Mariota. And this one complete to Gafford. Touchdown, Raiders. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Raiders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Mariota will look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Oh, Prescott stripped, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
Man, give me a fucking pig, bro.
Defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Yeah, it should be a pig.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Prescott now. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not.
Man, come on, that's all he do is that bullshit.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Jackson now to return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
1st down, Mariota. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 1st down throw for Mariota. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Again, it's Mariota. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Again, it's Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now the Raiders bringing the offense onto the field as they'll try to make it an 8-point swing. Following the interception here, Mariota steps away to his left. for the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. Hit as he...
Oh, let him throw it. That's a pick.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless...
Let him throw that. That's a pick.
Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie, Divine Diablo.
Give me that, little buddy.
Stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play fake, Mariota. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie from Penn State, Micah Parsons. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. McCann's got it teed up. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And that is knocked away.
Bro, that quick shit is not going to work.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A big play here for Dallas. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Raiders pick it up.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Flushed out right. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
He's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On third down, it's Prescott. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Raiders pick it up. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, first and goal. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Mariota here to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead will swell by one more.
McCann's got it teed up. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? The ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Prescott to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Prescott from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On play action, Mariota. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one.